Well, at the time of recording this video, we're officially into the summer. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, summer solstice passed June 21st. Today's June 25th. You'll see this at some later dates, so I don't know what day it'll be, but summer is upon us. Some of you guys are feeling the heat. You're sweating. You're thinking about fresher fragrances, more citrusy, herbal, uplifting, bright, effervescent scents that do well in the heat when it's hot, when the sun is out. You're looking for that type of scent profile. And to be honest with you guys, this topic, as you see in the title, is something that is ubiquitous to the fragrance space on YouTube. It's a topic that we've been doing for years and years. I've been making videos like this one for a very long time. These seasonal type videos, I don't really do them that consistently anymore. I tried to find other ways to tailor seasonal content, but I decided, why not do it? Why not give you guys a glimpse into what I have my eye on for the summertime as far as fragrances go? And that is really the backbone of this video. This is not necessarily a list of recommendations. Obviously, you can take what I have to say and what I enjoy and adopt it for yourself and try what I'm talking about. As usual, everything I do discuss will be linked in the description, but I'm not necessarily trying to say with this video,
these are 10 fragrances that are amazing, you need to go buy them.
No, this is kind of more selfish. It's me kind of talking to you guys about what I have my eye on, what I plan to wear. If something sparks your interest, feel free to chime in the comments. I'll answer what I can to give you guys more insight if I don't answer all your questions in this video. And of course, if you guys have tried any of the fragrances I'm going to share with you, then yeah, let everyone else know down in the comments your opinions on these fragrances. And that being said, the 10 fragrances I'm going to share with you are kind of a mix. Some of them will be tried and true. These are fragrances that have been on this channel, that have been in videos, that I've loved for a long time, or at least some period of time where I know them inside and out. I know I love the wearing experience. They're perfect for the summertime for me. They're kind of summer staples in a way. And yeah, they do earn some real estate as far as my summer list goes. I'm also going to talk about some ones that are relatively new and exciting. I don't know them super well, but I like what I've gotten to know so far, and I do look forward to getting to know them better. And believe it or not, there's even going to be some fragrances that I'm not yet convinced. I'm not sure if I love them. I like them at first spray, but I'm not like super drawn in. I'm still kind of scratching my head, still keeping a little bit of a distance, but I'm interested to give them a shot this summer and see if they actually resonate with me. So you guys are getting a real transparent look at what I'm wearing. It's not just like these are the 10 best fragrances ever. Sometimes I try stuff that I'm not sure about, and you guys are gonna get a glimpse into what those fragrances are. So how about we dive right into it? In no particular order, this is one of those fragrances that is still relatively new to me, but I like what I've seen so far. I look forward to seeing more. This is from Kilian. It is Blue Moon Ginger Dash, perfumed by one of my favorite perfumers, Sidonie Lancisseur, who does just about all of Kilian's work these days. And man, this is kind of an homage to the 1990s. It has this 90s men cologne feel to it. There is this cologne, which is a very popular ingredient at that time. It's this fresh, maybe borderline aquatic feel. It's musky, it's icy cold and clean. There's some citrus, there is a little bit of ginger, but it's not the warm, spicy ginger that you might know. It's a very fresh, icy ginger, almost like a tonic water feel, or kind of like a gin feel, or something dealing with a light, bright, spirity type of alcohol, but it's mostly like kind of fizzy tonic water, bright, fresh, musky, masculine, a little throwback, but really attractive. I think it's one that shines in the hot sun, especially for a more casual situation. This is kind of a grab and go scent, but one in somewhat of a quote unquote niche packaging. That being said, some of you guys won't be impressed with this. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do, but I really like it. So more to come on this one as I get to know it better. Let me know what you think if you've tried it. That's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. We've got a tried and true, this one from Amouage, Love at First Sniff. I don't wear it all that much because it's a very sophisticated scent for me. Yes, it's kind of fresh. Yes, it's something I could wear in the warmth, but I'm not gonna reach for this thoughtlessly. I'm really particular about the scenarios I pull out Beach Hut Man from Amouage. It's green, fresh, mossy, minty, even a little bit soapy in a way. There's this beautiful woodiness, lots of vetiver. There's some myrrh resin in here, adding this kind of sweet, again, resinous quality, very, very much in the background, kind of acts as the glue to the scent, really ties it to Amouage and their styling as far as perfumery. But it's kind of a throwback scent. It's kind of this men's 1980s powerhouse type of scent that does not in any way smell dated or old fashioned. It just has those types of aesthetics to it, and it makes it just something, again, very, very sophisticated. I'm pretty careful with this one. I tend to save it more for when I want to stand out, when I want to dress up a little bit more elegantly, when I want to make more of a statement, and when I do, just a couple sprays because it's so strong. It's basically beast mode. No more than 2 sprays with this one, and it will last all freaking day. So if that sounds like something that interests you, then yeah, maybe grab a sample. I'll link to what I can find down below, but this is what I'll be reaching for on occasion throughout the summer. I'm not saying this is going to be drained halfway down by the time this summer is over. I've had this bottle for a few years and I have only put a tiny dent in it because, again, I'm pretty particular with the function. But nonetheless, let me know what you think of Beach Hut Man if you've tried it. And let's keep this pattern going. I'm going to move to a fragrance that I like, but I'm not yet convinced about. I received it from the brand a few months back. I really enjoy it, but there's something that's not quite landing yet, but I haven't really worn it in its intended scenario. I haven't worn it under the sun with some heat to see it really come to life. So the jury is still out with this one, but I like it so far. I'm interested. This is from Argos and this is called Neptune's Trident. And this is one of their first real freshies, first real like summery, citrusy, uplifting freshies. I don't know all the notes. I haven't looked at them. It's kind of fresh, citrusy, fruity, but more like tart citrus, less sweet fruits. It's a little bit green and spicy, maybe some woods and musk in the background. Honestly, it reminds me of something along the lines of John Varvatos Artisan Pure. If you like that fragrance, you could crudely call this a niche version of that. It is smoother, it's more refined, it smells of higher quality. It doesn't smell distinctly better than the Varvatos because that's a fantastic scent. You could just tell there's a little bit more here. There's a little bit more complexity and depth and more things going on. However, some of you guys may have already heard about this, maybe you've experienced it, but this fragrance is not known to have great performance. So I just want you to know that going in, this fragrance is not created to be beast mode. Some people say they struggle to smell it. My personal performance with this, probably the around 5-6 hour mark, I'm not really smelling it all that much. So that's why I want to get it under the sun. I want to see if the heat kind of brings it to life a little bit more. It might make it just evaporate quicker, but at the very least, I think the scent presence will be more noticeable. That's the hope, because I haven't really noticed it all that much while wearing it so far. So I look forward to just noticing it better when the heat is involved. That's Neptune's Trident. If you want to check out anything from Argos, I don't recommend just blind buying the bottle. You do what you want to do with your money. But if you're going to do that, then yeah, you can save some money with my code FRESH10. You can also get samples from them. That's what I definitely recommend. Great quality stuff inside and out. You get a bottle like this in your hand, you know, okay, they put some real work and effort into this. But yeah, if you're looking for super strong performance from the price you pay, you might have to look elsewhere, and that's just life. This next fragrance is basically on the relatively new side of things, but it has kind of quickly moved to possibly being a tried and true for me. This stuff swept me away. I love the way it makes me feel. I haven't even worn it in the summer yet, and I'm already digging it, and I know it's just going to be even better when there's some heat. This is Acqua di Parma Mandarino di Sicilia, a relatively new release. They put it out in 2024. And this is just like mandarin orange to the nth degree. Mandarin orange, maybe some blood orange, some mint. It's juicy, it's borderline sweet, but still has enough of this very natural tart nature that you get out of a citrus like this. Very just like ringing an orange out. It's so juicy, it's so fresh. There's not a whole lot else that I get on my skin besides maybe some light herbs and woods and things like that. But it's a fantastic scent for the heat. It's more of a casual scent, something to wear when you just want to have more of a fun vibe, but just very natural, smells very well done. But how I like to characterize this scent, if you know Tom Ford's Mandarino di Amalfi or the Acqua variant, I have the Acqua flanker, and that whole line is discontinued. This is in that vein. If you wanted to check that out, this might be worth checking out. And in fact, it might appeal to more people because the floral component that the Tom Ford has, which I think there's maybe a lot of neroli or some kind of white floral that comes off a little bit more posh, soapy, maybe even a little powdery in some cases. I don't really get much of a floral component here, so it might be maybe a little bit more masculine to a lot of guys. And it's obviously available, so don't have to worry about paying discontinued prices. Anyway, Mandarino di Sicilia from Acqua di Parma. Let me know what you think if you've tried it. This next fragrance is from Zaharoff. I've been really digging this stuff. And if I was going to make a recommendation in this video about a fragrance that smells great, relatively unique, smells of good quality, and performs well, so you really feel like you get what you pay for, this would easily be one of the top recommendations in that vein. This is their signature Seraphim Red. I like this more than the blue, just me personally. The blue has much more of a coconutty vibe. And as I've said in past videos, I'm not a big coconut fan, so I lean a little bit more towards the red, which has less of that. God, this beautiful aquatic. It's kind of this salty aquatic. It's very spicy. It's kind of like a hot, spicy aquatic. Lots of pink pepper in here. A little bit of this slightly medicinal eucalyptus vibe. Just comes off a little herbal, but it really complements the saltiness, the oceanic feel, and the spice that comes with this scent. And it kind of has this warm, ambery base. It's beautiful. I love the overall vibe that it carries when I wear it. It could be dressed up or down, honestly, as far as an aquatic goes. And it just lasts 4 days. I don't know what it is, but it lasts all day on my skin. It stays fresh pretty much the whole time. The more I wear it, the more I enjoy it. I can't wait to bust this out. Probably more for the evening. I think I prefer it for more slightly dressier occasions when it's warm out. It's just great for that. It has a lot of depth to it. That signature Seraphim Red from Zaharoff. Let me know if you've tried it. It'll be linked below if you want to. Here's another fragrance I'm not yet convinced about. It's a brand new release from the house of Goldfield and Banks. It was sent over to me. I did a first impressions and I was very candid in those first impressions. It smelled a little bit mainstream, almost designery to me. I was kind of confused at first spray. I haven't had a chance to truly give it a full wearing yet, so that's why I'm here talking about it. Not from a sense of like, this is amazing, you need to try it, but once again from a sense of like, hey, I'm just being real. I'm probably going to give this some wear, even though I don't know if I love it yet, so more to come. This is Pacific Rock Flower, and it is a flanker to Pacific Rock Moss, and I never owned that. I've had samples of that. I've spent some time with it. It's a great scent, very likable, very easy to wear, kind of a niche level, aquatic, fresh, blue, high quality scent. It smells really, really good. This is based on that DNA, but maybe a little bit more floral, still aquatic, still fresh, a little salty, some citruses in there. It smells really good. It smells really well done. It's not going to smell like anything different to you, or maybe even anything special, but what it will smell like is something very easy to wear, easy to understand, very versatile, very likable. So I'm gonna bust this out for those times when I don't really know what else to wear. I want to wear something that's fresh and easy, but I want to try something new. I'm gonna check this one out, see how it does in the heat. I know it's not going to be unlikable, but I just want to make sure that I'm enjoying it. I want to be moved by it while I'm wearing it. And if it doesn't move me, then I don't know. Is it really worth wearing? Nonetheless, that is Pacific Rock Flower from Goldfield and Banks. I want to know if you've tried this new release. Are you impressed? Did you pass it up? I'd love to know. We've got an old new love here for me. This fragrance, I did try it years ago. It's a tried and true for many people. It's a huge fan favorite. I wasn't moved by it when I first tried it. I like others from the house more, but in finally coming back around to it after years of not smelling it, I've realized I really enjoy this stuff. I can see myself getting a lot of wear out of this. So it quickly shot up to maybe becoming a tried and true, at least in my collection, in my wardrobe, from Xerjoff. It's Neo. I do enjoy Renaissance more than Neo, even though they're not really the same. They have some similarity. They're not even from the same collection, but they are often compared. I still prefer Renaissance because it's just a little bit more multifaceted. There's more dimension there. It's a little bit more interesting to me, but Neo, I think, has maybe a little bit more definitiveness. It's more specific. It's maybe a little bit more simple, but as a result, again, that gives it more of a personality, more of a clear face that is unmistakable. Very green, green leaves, grass, cool air, maybe a touch of citrus, I don't know, but I just get this fresh green scent that's very natural, maybe a little floral, very, very elegant while being easy. Something that you can dress up a little bit more for the daytime. It's easy to wear, it's easy to like, but it doesn't smell like a generic mass appealing scent. So it's a well done scent. I see why people love it. I'm going to be getting to know it even more, but I already know how I feel about it. I already know that it has my favor, so I'm going to be giving it some more love as it continues to heat up. I know a lot of you guys dig this one. Let me know what you think. Some of you maybe aren't moved by it like I wasn't initially. Your opinion is valid too, so let's talk about it. This fragrance I am not yet convinced about. It's a brand new release from Orto Parisi. It's called Risvelium. This is my first real fragrance I've owned from the house. There's nothing about it I really dislike. The only thing that has me hesitant about it is that it's honestly a little bit annoying. It's a great scent. I don't remember what's in here. It comes off as this bitter, citrus, woody, musky fragrance. Pretty fresh, a little bit bright, but has this warm musk that envelops it, and there's this sharpness to it that's bitter, pretty linear. It doesn't change much on my skin, and it just lasts forever. I know this brand is known for its performance. I know a lot of people love that. I just get a little bit annoyed after 10 hours of this just like pumping and without any remorse, without any sign of letting up. I'm like done with it. I'm ready for something else, especially when it doesn't change that much, at least on my skin. But I can't say I dislike the scent. The scent is great. It is a little bit intriguing. I can tell it's well done. It's just too much. Like, I'd like to dial it down a bit. I don't need it for more than like 6 to 8 hours. Some of you guys, again, would disagree with that. And some of you guys would value it for the very thing that is making me hesitant about it. Those are just our different tastes, and that's okay. But I'm going to spend some time with it. I'm going to get to know it better this summer. I do want to see if there's some situations that I can wear it for where I do need that long all day performance. Maybe 1 or 2 sprays of this, and it'll just perfectly balance and be present throughout the day in a way that does not get on my freaking nerves. We'll see. That's Risvelium from Orto Parisi. We've got another tried and true. I've loved this for years. It's been one of my favorites. I've talked about it a lot. I've hyped it up a lot, and I'm putting it here because, yeah, I love it. I'll be wearing it. If you want to try it, I recommend it. Some people have their complaints about it. So be it. This is L'Humaniste from Frapin, also perfumed by Sidonie Lancesseur, and people complain because it doesn't last a long time. But when you smell it, it's this fresh herbal gin, citrusy, fruity, just uplifting, bright scent. And I'm like, how can we expect a profile like that to last all day? Even if you paid over $100 for it, we just need to practice some logic. If you want to pump a whole bunch of synthetics and fixatives, yeah, you could do that. That changes the scent. It doesn't carry the same natural, beautiful quality that it has. It'll just be different. Doesn't mean it'll be worse. It'll just be different. So that's the price you pay. I think Sidonie specifically chose to not do that, and as a result, it doesn't last all that long, but you get this beautiful profile that is so enjoyable, and it's just so versatile. You could wear it for any occasion. It's completely inoffensive, but it's its own thing. I love this for the daytime, and I only need it for 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. It lasts okay on my skin, like a good 7, 8, but it really dies down after about 2 or 3. But I get more than what I need out of it. Now, if you need this for all day wear, don't wear this. You're gonna want to choose other things. I always say this, but it's like putting on a t-shirt and going out in a blizzard and wondering why you're cold. You chose the wrong tool for the job. Choose something else. This is not that. But if you just want a beautiful, uplifting niche fragrance experience that's very functional, great choice. That's L'Humaniste from Frapin. And finally, we have the newest release from the House of Ormonde Jayne. To be honest with you guys, this one is also a little bit on the fence for me. I do like it. There's nothing about it I dislike. I think I was just expecting something perhaps a little bit more different, a little bit more of a unique take on this type of profile. It is a vetiver based fragrance. Vetiver is hard to make special because it's everywhere and it's been done so many different ways. And I will say that the little bit more I've gotten to know this since my first impression, I've realized, you know what, there is something special about this, at least in the sense of it has the Ormonde Jayne stamp on it. It's undoubtedly an Ormonde Jayne fragrance. It's their new Vetiveria. When I first smelled this, and even to this day, I am reminded, at least topically, of Apex from Raja. It does have a similar profile to that. There is kind of this sweet, fruity, citrusy vibe, almost a little ambery, resinous, and woody with that vetiver. If you can imagine a vetiver forward Apex, it is in that vein. It doesn't smell just like that, but that's the best point of reference I think I can give you if you've tried Apex. But as it sits on the skin, I can tell, okay, the woody, musky profile, that signature of Ormonde Jayne does come out more on the skin. And I was surprised by that because I was expecting the vetiver to take over this scent, because that's what vetiver does on my skin. Surprisingly, however it was composed, the vetiver kind of takes not a backseat, but maybe a middle seat, and the Ormonde Jayne DNA comes to the fore and keeps it interesting for me. So I'm going to get to know it better. I feel like I'm going to like this more and more when I wear it. I do like it. I think I was just holding myself back because I was like, this reminds me of other things, and we'll see. But I like it. I'm just saying. But that's Vetiveria from Ormonde Jayne. Let me know what you think if you've tried it. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what your opinions are. Once again, if you want to try any of what I like and what I'll be wearing and getting to know, you can check it out at the links in the description. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.